You guys wanna know, what did I make on it? Did I make a profit? Did I lose some money? Did I make a little bit? Did I make a lot? Well, I would call this like, we hit a... Here's my incredible vehicle, guys. 2007 Ford Explorer, 300,000 miles on it. Got it for 2,500 bucks 8 years ago. Never had a car payment. We are about to go to a property out in Prairie Village, Kansas, and check it out to make sure that the contractors did everything they were supposed to do before closing. I'm actually closing here at 1 o'clock. It's 9:30 a.m. If you want to stay around to the end, we're gonna talk about what I bought the property for, what the renovation was, and how much money I made. Are we lost? We're not lost. Only found, bro, only found. Come on, man. One of my main objectives is to help people get their very first property and then scale to 30 properties, or depending upon whatever someone's goals are, faster than I did. You know, and more effectively with less headaches, with less mistakes, without losing thousands of dollars, because I've made thousands of dollars of mistakes. And I want to pass that knowledge and experience on to help people avoid those mistakes. I want people to see that, you know, real estate can be fun. There's obviously a lot of legal things involved and making sure everything's, you know, done the right way, and fiduciary responsibilities and all of those means. But honestly, real estate can be super fun, and you can build a lifestyle that you can only dream of. It's terrible. I need to take my car to the shop. Like, you'll laugh. Once we're on the highway, you're gonna laugh. It's like, it takes a little extra to get it going. Gotta make the sacrifices. Live like no one else now so you can live like no one else later. Dave Ramsey quote. Plug Dave Ramsey. Not that I agree with 100% of his philosophies, but he's incredible principles. Yeah, okay, awesome, man.
Boss.
No worries.
You know what goes on and all that, okay?
Yeah, sounds good to me. Thanks for the call.
All right, boss. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you. Bye. Yeah, I mean, Manny is literally, he's the, what's the expression? It's like the salt of the earth. Yeah, that's the expression I'm looking for. Manny's like the salt of the earth. He's super reliable, hardworking, honest guy. Manny's the right-hand guy that I'm working with right now on a lot of big projects, and eventually it'll be awesome to show everyone else all those big projects. So yeah, you know, I'm just you, the person watching, a couple years out, and anyone can do what I'm doing. You know, I want to help people become an everyday real estate investor. My goal is to have a Tesla. That's my goal. I'll get a Tesla someday. And you know, I obviously could afford one, but kind of like to keep it around or drive it until it, you know, until it dies. And quick tip, very important. If you drive a Tesla, not always, but there's definitely times you drive a very nice car to an appointment with the seller, they will think, oh wow, this guy's got plenty of money. Okay, cool. Well, I want this, they want more for your house, their house now, because they're like, oh, he's got a nice car, he's got plenty of money, he can pay more. But if you drive a beat up old Ford Explorer, you can make a bond with someone. You're like, yeah, it's just got it back from the shop, barely staying alive. Drive a moderate car, you know, to appointments is what I would, you know, recommend. A moderately nice car. You show up in a Lambo, I'm sure they're going to be thinking.
True.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be thinking, huh.
I said, you know, I got an offer, you know, more than that, and I'm not going to disclose what that is, but it's more. Smart.
It's
not just a few $1,000s more, you know.
Yeah.
You probably need to be in the, you know, in the 430s, you know, to make this happen for you. Yeah.
Well, I mean, so how many people did we get to go out to the property?
I think there's been like literally 6 so far, and there's like at least a few more.
And we literally blasted out yesterday.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's awesome though. And it's a market we've never done a deal in.
Dude, it's bananas. Like,
I mean, we're already gonna make money on it. It's just making sure we choose the right buyer, because like you said, that is 100% true. Making sure that we have proof of funds that people can actually close is just the most essential thing, right? Like, put out there, they put their uncle's phone number on there, and then they just find some, you know, verbiage, and they auto-generate a proof of funds letter, which is, I don't know if it's illegal, but I definitely know it's fraudulent, obviously, when they don't actually have the capital that they say they're gonna buy this deal with. So, you know, there's bad actors in every industry. This is our wholesale in Prairie Village. Originally, we were gonna wholesale it, and we only got a potential profit of $3,500, which is, in the wholesale space, extremely low. We knew we could get way more if we did what's called a wholesale. Now, a wholesale is essentially, you do buy it cash, you line up your hard money or your private money to purchase it, and then you're gonna spend basically only $15,000 or less on the renovation. That's, labor and materials, that's it. And if you stick to that, you typically can turn around, put it right on the market and make way more. And so that's what we did. When I went to go potentially wholesale this house, I was like showing my investors, showing buyers, and they're like, well, we don't know if you can really flip it, right? And I was like, this is not a flip. You buy it, keep it as a rental, or you wholesale it. It didn't make sense to flip it and put 40 or 50 grand. You put 15 in there, you can make a good profit, way more than $3,500. When you're trying to get someone that's not wanting to spend too much, but just enough, you want to make them feel comfortable, so we put all new windows in. Okay, here we are. Something that when people are going to walk on their carpet, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll take off their shoes and see what kind of pad they put to make sure that it wasn't extremely cheap. So we put a little bit higher pad, but just to do the carpet in the entire house, I'm pretty sure it was only 1,500 bucks. So you're talking like something that we originally were like, do we do new carpet? Not, but 1,500 bucks, and it's a small property. It's only about 1,000 square feet. To do that, it's just so much better appeal when someone first walks in, they see new carpet. So we did a white on white trim, a white on white paint. So we painted the walls the same color as the baseboards and the trim. It just makes it very appealing to almost anyone. These lights, there's the same light here as there is a light over here in the entryway to the kitchen. And these lights were in here already. So we just were like, all right, we're gonna leave them. Don't think you have to go all out on a wholesale. Here was the kitchen. It's a decent kitchen, right? It's an average shape. So we didn't do anything to the kitchen besides we made sure that the oven worked. My contractor had to make sure that the garbage disposal was working. There was a faulty switch on there. You can even see, guys, some of these knobs and some of these handles are off. And honestly, the market's so hot, we didn't even have to change them. It was just that simple. It was just, they really wanted it. It was good enough. They're gonna probably come in here. They're probably gonna wanna paint the cabinets the colors they wanna paint them. They're probably gonna put the handles the way they wanna have them anyway. So you don't need to go all out. You just need to do the right things and you'll make your money. They wanted to keep this washer and dryer. I was originally gonna keep it and put it in one of my rentals, just in the basement from one of my duplexes or fourplexes, but they wanted to keep it. I said, fine. If that gets the job done and that gets them moving forward, I'm good on that. One of the things we did, which I'm really glad we did, you can't really tell, but these walls they were just scuff marks on them, a lot of wear and tear. They kind of looked yellow, just from being a little bit of older property. And they just painted all the walls. We put a brand new window over here in the garage. Just the first presence when you walk in here, it looks way cleaner than it did. And so there's all these subconscious things that we did just to make, a buyer feel more comfortable about getting the price we wanted. There was this floor tile here that was cracked. We got pretty lucky though. There was a box of this floor tile that was left in the garage. And I know a lot of people know because of the pandemic, there's a lot of materials we don't have right now. And it's definitely difficult to find this kind of tile. So we got very fortunate. There was actually a box of tile that was left in the garage that we could just match. And even guys, there's a cracked floor tile there. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to put a ton of money into your flips or your wholesales to think that you have to go all out to get top dollar. All we did in the bathroom is literally change this vanity right here. We changed this vanity, we changed this mirror, and we changed the light. That's it, okay? Most people think, oh, you gotta spend $20,000 on your bathroom and your kitchen or $30,000 on your bathroom and your kitchen. No, you don't, not on every deal, okay? In certain deals, you definitely have to. You don't wanna cut any corners on a full high-end flip, but on a deal where you just are gonna do $15,000, do a wholesale, do the right things, and then put it on the market and let the market bid it up. Make sure this shuts, that's good. So, that's a little frustrating. This is not as good as I hoped it was gonna be for the closet door. honestly. So they had to cut this closet door and there's a huge gap in it. So I'm pretty frustrated with that because they should have done a better job. I'm gonna take a picture of this and talk about it with my contractor. It's not the end of the world, but I want to make sure people are set up for success when they buy a property. We also did all these LED lights, these circular LED lights. This has a good, nice, modern, a little bit of modern touch to these properties. So once again, simple, did all these new windows, just painted it, carpet, new windows, vanity, touch up stuff. I don't know if they need to put a bulb in that or not. I'm just too detail oriented. But so sometimes you guys buy properties off market to do a wholesale unit purchasing cash. You're not exactly 100% sure what you're gonna find because you're buying it as is, right? Now, do your due diligence, maybe check the water, check the electrical, make sure you're checking the most important items to know enough about those to where you're not gonna lose your shirt. But on the mechanicals on this property, the hot water tank was really good, furnace was really good, central air, really good. So we knew that the major ticket items were already in super good shape. So that was a huge benefit to us buying this property. We knew that we were literally just gonna focus on cosmetic things so that we could turn around and list it right away. And we bought it, got it fixed up in about 3 weeks. And then right after that, my realtor friend helped me sell it off market to a buyer. So we only had to pay one realtor fee, which is 3% instead of 6%. So right there, boom, off market, love doing off market deals. If anyone's watching this, has any off market deals around the country, I have an entire acquisitions and dispositions team that can help you move your deal. This, guys, basically is it. Not that difficult, not that hard. However, there's a lot of things that can go wrong if you don't know what you're doing. I would invite you to follow me along the journey to see if I can, provide enough value to help you buy your first property, to help you have financial freedom, and to crush it in real estate and have fun doing it. You guys want to know, what did I make on it? Did I make a profit? Did I lose some money? Did I make a little bit? Did I make a lot? Well, I would call this like we hit a double. We could have basically had a bunt, if I'm using baseball analogies here. We blasted this out to other investors, other flippers, other people that want to have rentals in this area, and they only offered about $3,500 in an assignment fee, right? So we actually bought it for about $176,500, right? $176,500. We put about $15,000 in it, okay? With some hard money costs, it was about $5,000. And essentially, after realtor fees and closing costs and things of that nature, we sold it for $220,000, all right? So that puts us at about a net profit I think it's doing the rough math out loud, I think it's closer to around $20,000 in profit. So instead of hitting a bunt, we hit about a double. Don't just settle for the first offer that comes your way or even a couple offers. Be creative. Have multiple exit strategies so you can turn like a bunt into a double. That's what I'm dealing with. You see this? It's a little train that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. It's like, what the heck?